Hello and welcome back to Bella Star Astrology. I'm your host, Stella, and we're here to talk about the week of August 9th through August 15th and how the energies will affect you and our world in astrology, through astrology. So, this week, Mercury is going to go into the sign of Virgo in the middle of the week. So, and it's going to be joining Mars, which is going to activate basically the North Node and the South Node. As you know, they are the predictors of the eclipses. So, basically, we're going to have an activation of what it means for us to be in our truth. We're going to have some snippy conversations probably, but this week let's go over each day so that you can have a better idea of how to manage this energy, because this week is all about the truth above everything, right? So we've got Venus and Virgo opposing Neptune and Pisces this week, which will be a huge dose of reality check on all of our relationships. I wouldn't say it's a good time to unload on someone, but definitely let someone know how you really feel, because it's really supportive, the energies this week, and it's also could be a surprise for you as well. So be ready for any sort of revelations in your love life that might be a little bit more edgy, a little bit more honest than you expect. And of course, be ready that some information that you didn't want revealed might be revealed regarding your love life. The truth behind all of the illusions of Neptune, so to speak, right? And then we have August 10th, and Mercury will be in Leo opposing Jupiter in Aquarius. And, you'll get, you will get caught in your own mess. So try not to give into that Leo tendency of making everything kind of grandiose and a little bit too much, because once Jupiter in Aquarius is opposing Mercury in Leo, it's going to be a whole other worldly experience, because honestly, Jupiter in Aquarius sort of expands all of the Aquarian qualities, which are to really magnify all of the untruths, magnify all the injustice. And it might be that what you say might not be so much PC, let's say. And you might end up, stepping in your own poop and getting caught in your own lies. And that's what Jupiter in Aquarius really does. It holds a magnifying glass and sort of like a truth, a truth sayer, a truth revealer above everything. So be honest. Don't let yourself get caught up in that big speech of Mercury in Leo, because right after Mercury in Leo, on August 11th, Mercury will enter Virgo, which will mean that all those grandiose ideas or grandiose conversations you were having with Mercury in Leo become a little bit more testy. You cannot tell a lie. Communication will be soaked in just honesty and a revelation of truth, and really a sort of obsessive sort of nature to be more organized and reliable, as opposed to, fantasy or grandiose. So trust that what is being said after August 11th will be a little bit more honest with what really is going on around you. And of course, be sure to fact check as much as you can, because you don't want to get caught in a lie while Mercury enters Virgo. While Mercury is in Virgo, rather. And this starts that activation of the lunar nodes, like I was saying at the beginning, which again, it might be a little bit edgy, the conversations. It might be a little bit more straightforward than you expect. And with Mars also in the sign of Virgo, you're going to probably expect even more arguments than you should really get a hold of, right? Of course, the nodes are in North Node in Gemini, South Node is in Sagittarius. which are really indicating us, what is the truth, the universal truth of the body of people or the truth within yourself. And that conversation has been going on over the last year as the eclipses have been transiting through those signs. However, or the eclipses have been appearing in those signs rather. And however, now that Mercury and Mars are both square the lunar nodes, we're going to get a little bit more honest with each other. Something that might be needed to come to life. And a truth above all. That's what I called this video, because you will see that the truth will win. And what truth it is, no one knows yet. It could be your truth, or since the North Node is Gemini, it could be the universal truth that two things can exist in the same reality. And of course, me having Mercury in Gemini, I really identify with this. And I really do believe that both, the truth within one person and the truth within another can be true. And we should take into account that every person is living their own individual lives. Now, as we move on, Venus in Virgo will be trine Pluto in Capricorn, which again, this theme of truth, Venus in Virgo is obsessive, is meticulous about counting every dollar, about every single, love letter that they receive. And of course, this Pluto energy in trine with it is just going to magnify, Venus's ability to be so picky about everything, really leading to maybe some serious conversations within your love life or within the way you are attracting money to yourself. So again, live in the light, be true to yourself, and be true with what you are experiencing with this transit, because at the end of the day, as much as you would like to, collect on the lies of Mercury and Leo, I don't want to say they're lies. Let's say the exaggerations of Mercury and Leo. Your truth, the real thing that you can actually attract to yourself, will be revealed by August 11th. Now, the rest of the week is pretty tame. We're just looking at moon transits. August 12th, moon in Libra, August 13th, moon in Libra, and these both days will activate the Saturn and Jupiter entering Aquarius, or rather transiting Aquarius. So look out for more honesty in your conversations. Look out for, a little bit more balance when it comes to how you're feeling and how you're emoting. And make sure that they're in alignment with your truth. Make sure that they're in alignment with the justice that you want for yourself and for others. And then, of course, once the moon enters Scorpio, later on in the week, on the 14th, it will enter Scorpio, and on the 15th, it will stay there as well, and both will be square Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius. So just being more careful, because Scorpio is the revealer of the truth, and maybe the things inside of you are not necessarily what are being experienced in reality. And that's what Scorpio is here to do. Scorpio is here to remove the veil, remove the mystery of all things. So thank you so much for listening to this week's transits. If you have any questions, please write them down below, and don't be afraid to subscribe. And to learn more about astrology, of course, you can always visit me on Instagram at BellaStarAstrology. This has been your weekly transits. I hope that these lunar node activations and these truth-revealing week will be easy on you. Just remember that it's all for your greatest good, and be kind to yourself, astrology explorers. Let yourself be led by the stars and use the stars for your greater good. Now, thank you so much. This is Stella from Bella Star Astrology. Have a wonderful week.